Everyone, it's Melissa and welcome back to my channel. Are you ready to create a multi-strand bracelet using beads from the newest Softlex company design kit, Star-Crossed Lovers? We are using some exclusive items in the kit, these beautiful ceramic star beads. I'm using beads from the Jesse James bead mix, and the little Czech glass are from my collection, claimed from the Softlex company live sale. I'm also using these little tiny spacer beads that are part of one of the exclusive Czech glass strands and adding in some beautiful amethyst beads because amethyst is the birthstone for February. I am adding this to my pink tourmaline soft flex wire. It's one of my favorite colors, perfect for this season. And we're just going to make a very cute bracelet that can be worn year round with real gemstones. And before we start creating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. And also down below in the description, I will leave links to the products if they are still available, as well as a tutorial playlist for designs I'm using the Softlex Company design kit, Star-Crossed Lovers. Let's start creating. It's just basic bead stringing. So I went ahead and added on my first strand of beads to my soft flex wire. And I like to work on the spool. It just acts as a bead stopper. So I have my amethyst with my little spacer beads. And I love how with the clear beads, you can see the beautiful pink tourmaline just kind of showing through. Just adds that little extra element into your design. So since we already have the first strand done, we're just going to need a 2x2. We're going to slide it on like we would a bead. We're just going to pass it back through our 2x2. We're going to have like a little loop, and this is up to you how big you want your little connection point to be. And this is where we will connect the two strands together with a jump ring. So once we have our loop to the size we want, we're just going to bring in our pliers and give it a gentle squish. This is going to flatten your 2x2. I'm going to round my pliers and squish again, and this will flatten it, giving it a more professional finish and make it look like a little bead. So we'll just trim any extra soft flex wire we have. And then we're just going to slide our beads down to right before the 2x2. And then we'll just cut a good working length from the spool, enough to make your loop. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And if you have soft flex wire left over, always save it. You can use it for another project. We're just going to pass back through our 2x2. If you wanted to do more strands, like 3 or 4, it would be the same technique. And you can also mix and match your soft flex wires. You could use like a purple amethyst or the quartz. So a lot of design possibilities. So you want to compare, make sure that our loops are fairly the same size. We'll just make any adjustments as needed. They don't have to be perfect. You just want them similar. And do the same thing. Just give it a squish and rotate. And then trim off any extra soft flex. And we have our beautiful little amethyst strand. So we're just going to set that off to the side. And we're just going to add these beads with basic bead stringing to our soft flex wire. The Star-Crossed Lovers kit, I think it's going to be a fan favorite for sure. I know the exclusive Jesse James bead mix just reminded me of Alice in Wonderland with the Queen of Hearts. And then we have our little beautiful flowers. Want to make sure that my flowers are all going the same way. And then the ceramic beads kind of do have a large hole to them. That's why I use just that little 4 millimeter Czech glass as spacing. So we're just going to add on the rest of the beads, and then we're going to attach our 2x2s. So we added on the beads with our ceramic beads, but now we're just going to add our 2x2. We're just going to pass back through. We'll compare our loops and make sure they're the same size or similar. We're going to flatten our 2x2 and rotate. Trim off any extra soft flex. And then I'm just going to slide my beads down. Have a good working length of soft flex. And then just make my little adjustments on this side with the amethyst, check glass, and amethyst. And then we're going to compare. So it's pretty close to the same size. And then we're just going to add our 2x2. You have a very mixed media piece with some metal beads, check glass, ceramic, and gemstones. Then we're just going to pass back through our 2x2. And you can do the same technique if you want to for a necklace. We're just going to flatten our last 2x2 and rotate. You have our beautiful design. Almost done with our bracelet. So we're just going to bring in our jump rings. I'm using 6mm jump rings and a clasp of your choice, and I'm using a lobster claw. The reason I like to attach jump rings to my designs is just in case I want to switch out my clasp in the future, or I want to maybe turn this into a necklace. Instead of having to restring the whole project, you can just open up jump rings and make your adjustments as needed. So we're going to take one 6mm jump ring and attach it to both sides of our bracelet. Go ahead and give it a close. I'm going to attach another 6mm jump ring to the same side, just in case I want to add a charm or maybe a made with love charm, I can. But that will also be my connection point for my lobster claw. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Give it a close. And we're going to add one more jump ring. And with this one, we're going to attach our clasp. So if you were using like a toggle bar, you would just attach one part of the clasp on each open jump ring at the end. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. And check out down below in the description for all other tutorials featuring this fabulous design kit and bracelet inspiration. Have an awesome day.